And then we'll have the tree thinning. That'll be probably one of the biggest impacts that people will visually see on the park, um, maybe in the history of the park. So we just really how the tree thinning came to be, because we do have some pretty poor forest. As you go around the park, you can see there's down trees everywhere and snags and just debris everywhere. And we're liking to get some prescribed burns in place, but that's kind of going a little bit slower on that progression. And then we just had tree after tree fall in the roadway, and we only have a limited staff, so it's a significant amount of our time is spent clearing trees from the roadways and the trails and the day use area after storms. I was like, we got to get a professional crew to assist us with this project park wide. So what we came up with was the Corps of Engineers, their forester came through and laid out a plan to thin some areas and clear cut some areas. So it just depends on the species of pine trees in that particular area. Say the target is to remove the Virginia pine trees, which generally they'll grow up and be twisted or have a double or triple trunk, which is very susceptible to breaking. And we need to get more loblolly pines, which grow straight and tall in the park. So they're gonna thin and cut 175 acres in the park, and it'll vary section by section how it'll look. But the sections that are thinned, we like to start some prescribed burning in those sections to keep the underbrush clear. The sections that are more of a clear cut, where there's a predominant Virginia pine, we're going to replant with loblolly pines in those areas. And then any of the logging decks that are new logging decks, those will be new wildlife openings to the park. So we're going to make those into basically like a bedding area for deer, and be great areas for different bird species where they can find lots of grasshoppers and other bugs to eat. So that'll be new opportunities for Boy Scouts to put in bluebird boxes and things like that. So there's a lot of different opportunities that come with tree thinning, but it's really is maybe once in a career type opportunity out of park for a big thing. But we're looking forward to that, getting that project underway. But the park it may look a little scraggly till all the we do get some prescribed burning done, but we are meeting with the Anderson County Forestry Commission forester after it's completed, and basically get a game plan on section by section what is the best course of action to go forward after we get those different sections thinned out.
So that's most of that's going to happen in this year, the clearing, that work?
Yeah, if that's out for bid, any company that wants to bid on it has like really a couple of days they can bid on that. Basically, like the logging companies in the area know about the contract. They have a few of them that they generally will bid on these projects, and the anticipated amount of time it would take is 1.5 months to complete the project, but the completion date is set at May 15th is when the job has to be completed by. So we go into the summertime with that job completed. And there will be some like tree removal off of the current trail. We'll kind of see how it goes and how it's all going, but they'll know where the current trail is at, and we'll advise them to not leave a lot of tree debris on the current trail, but there'll be a little bit of stuff that we got to clear out.
Will sections of the trails be shut down while they're doing this clearing?
Yeah, while they're doing the clearing, right now we're going to close the entire trail so that no one will go in an area that's unsafe. So we'll have the whole trail closed while they're logging, so nobody gets on a trail and like continues along and finds himself in an unsafe area. So
Right.
we'll have staff that'll be around just to watch and make sure that park guests are aware. But we'll have while they're working, all the trails will be closed, except for the nature trail. So that one is separate. There will be a little thinning in that area, but that's a area that should be open for a bit of time. And in the day use area is where we're going to have them start first, ideally, to get the pine trees out of the day use area, so that we can get forward with a grant project there. We have $15,000 for the day use area to put in a ADA accessible sidewalk to shelter number 1, and then replant with new trees in the day use area. So we've got some money is earmarked specifically for the day use area. So we should be able to get a good amount of trees and replanting of grass in that area. We're going to bring in topsoil and want to have that as one of the premier locations again on the park. And after seeing pictures from like 10 years ago, how many trees used to be there, it really was a pine forest. Just with all the storm damage that we've had, we progressively has opened it up more and more. But we just keep moving the park forward, and we're really excited about the future.
Great. So I will, as we get more information on the trails are closed and everything, I'll send out an email notification and we'll post information about that so people know. Going to